Alright, so far we've had the Jack and the Beanstalk as an alphabet, we've had Jane in a cave, we've had a man who was strong. Let's have, for this last one, which is the key stage 2, up to adult ages, we're going to have a woman. Well, so far everybody's been pretty good. So why don't we have it so that this woman is bad? Now with children, I don't know whether it's a diet of EastEnders or Hollyoaks or all of the other things that they see, that this idea of being bad usually involves breaking bones or killing or burying them under the patio. So let's try and keep this within the bounds of reason, and we'll just say that this bad part is that she's a thief. And there's nothing that she wouldn't steal. In fact, it's everything. Everything that isn't hers is what she wants. So she steals everything. Anything that isn't tied down, nailed down, she will try and find. So we've had the seaside, we've had a city, we've had a village. So why don't we say that this is going to be, say like a town. So it's going to be a town. And I'll put that in a different colour. And even though the children are older, or the pupils are older, you're going to find that there's nothing that stops them from having an aide de memoire like this up on the smart board or just there, because older children will turn round and they'll say, I don't know what to write. But what you're doing is, it's almost like a jigsaw puzzle. There was a woman who was terribly bad. She was a thief who would steal everything. She lived in a town. And it's just a case of using the connectives and all of the other parts of writing to take this like a jigsaw puzzle and make it into a fuller picture. Okay, so we're going to say a village. We'll say a village that's large. Because if you think about it, if it was a small town, then everyone would know that it was her that had stolen these things. So a town that's large, and let's say that we're going to make it so that it's quite distinct, and instead of having say flat roads, we'll make them cobbled streets. Cobbled streets, and we'll say in a town, and we'll say that it's trees. There are trees. If nothing else, she's going to need somewhere to hide, so it's going to trees line the streets. Okay, what is she doing? Well, I don't know. Let's say if she's a thief, perhaps she's trying to think about a plot, or plotting, or a scheme. She's going to plot what it is that she's going to steal. And I don't see any reason why it always has to be something concrete, something physical. Let's say she's going to try and steal somebody else's life. Maybe that's what she wants to do, swap places with somebody. So she's plotting, so like a life. Plotting to steal a life. Not to take a life, but to steal somebody else's life that's perhaps better than hers, happier than hers. If you're always stealing things, it might be a case of she wants to steal happiness. She wants to steal somebody else's life, and because as a thief she's probably without friends, or friends, no friends, or perhaps with older children it could be like, say you would say like not no friends, but it would be like a friendless, yeah, perhaps a better way of putting it in. And here it's because she wants to change her life. Not perhaps that she doesn't want to stop being a thief, but she wants to change her life, and that could be something that she's actually saying to herself. And she's taking all of this on a summer's day. Why not? Terrible things happening in the brightness of a summer's day. Okay. Well, I've replaced one of the objects because otherwise we wouldn't have sufficient. So I'm going to take out of the bag, and it's a flower. So she can smell something sweet in the air. Sweet smell in the air. It could also be something that relates to her, that perhaps she's like a good gardener, or she has green fingers. Well, the nearest I've got to green is brown, so it shows that. So she's got green fingers. You do realise that this would be one session. You wouldn't immediately, you do the who, where, what, why and when as one section, and then perhaps the beginning as another session, and then the middle as another session from that. Okay, hand in the bag. A deep well, why not? If it's this town and there's smell of flowers in the air and she's a gardener, there's going to need she's going to need that, the fact that there's going to have to be sweet water, deep well. Oh, why not use the picture at the front, the sound of chickens. Quite like this well, this idea of the well. Okay, last thing in the bag. I'm sure there is something in there. Bottom of the bag, a coin. Like the coins from Jack and the Beanstalk. So, the well, well, my first idea is like, from the well it would be the money that people wish with. Money, the wishes by the well, and perhaps she finds it. But it changes her life. But not perhaps filled with happiness. Okay. There was a woman, a bad woman, and if anyone knew her, they would have known that she was a thief, because quicker than a wink or a blink of an eye, her hands would reach for everything that wasn't hers. She lived in this large town with its cobbled streets and the trees lined the streets. But now she was plotting to steal something, steal someone else's life, perhaps their happiness. She had no friends, she was friendless, and she wanted to change her life. And this is what she whispered to herself upon this summer's day. There was a sweet smell of flowers in the air, and it reminded her that for all of the bad things that she did, she was a gardener, and she had green fingers. For just a glance would make flowers pop up from out of the ground. And as she walked and hid between the trees by the deep well, she could hear the sound of chickens in the air. And now she couldn't believe her luck, for the sunlight lit up the money that had lain upon the ground for those people who had wished for things but had missed the well. And now she found it. She picked it up with her long straight fingers and put it inside of her pockets. And as she walked, people could hear the rattle of the coins in her pockets, and they knew that she was a thief. For now she had money, and her life was changed, but she did not find happiness, for everyone knew her as the thief.